Welcome to our channel. Today, we're talking about 1967, the Six-Day War, a short conflict that changed the lives of Palestinians forever and still shapes the Middle East today. This war lasted only 6 days, but its consequences have lasted more than 50 years. Let's break it down. What happened in 1967? In June 1967, Israel fought neighboring Arab states, Egypt, Jordan, Syria. The war moved fast. Israel launched surprise attacks and quickly defeated the Arab armies. By the end of the war, Israel had captured large areas of land. Land Israel captured. After the Six-Day War, Israel took control of the West Bank from Jordan, Gaza Strip from Egypt, East Jerusalem, Golan Heights from Syria. For Palestinians, the most important areas were West Bank, Gaza, East Jerusalem. These were the lands where Palestinians hoped to build their own independent state. Occupied territories. The West Bank, Gaza, and East Jerusalem are now known as the occupied Palestinian territories. Why occupied? Because these lands are not internationally recognized as part of Israel. Israel controls them through military force. Palestinians living there do not have full rights. Under international law, occupation is supposed to be temporary, but for Palestinians, this occupation has lasted decades. Life under occupation. After 1967, Palestinian life changed completely. Israel controlled borders, movement, land, water, airspace. Palestinians had to live with military checkpoints, curfews, home raids, arrests without trial. Simple things became difficult: going to school, going to work, visiting family. Freedom of movement was no longer normal life. East Jerusalem. East Jerusalem is especially important. It is sacred to Muslims, Christians, and Jews, home to important religious sites, a cultural and political center for Palestinians. After 1967, Israel took East Jerusalem and later claimed it as its capital. But Palestinians were not given equal rights. Their homes faced demolitions. Their residency could be taken away. Most of the world does not recognize Israel's claim over East Jerusalem. Settlements began. After the war, Israel started building settlements in the occupied territories. Settlements are Israeli communities built on Palestinian land, protected by Israeli military, connected by roads Palestinians often cannot use. Over time, settlements expanded. Palestinian land shrank. Palestinian villages became isolated. Today, hundreds of thousands of Israeli settlers live in the West Bank and East Jerusalem. Why settlements are called illegal? Palestinians and most of the world say settlements are illegal. Why? Because international law says an occupying power cannot move its population into occupied land. The United Nations, human rights groups, and many countries agree. Settlements violate international law. They block the creation of a Palestinian state. Yet settlement construction continues. Palestinian dream of a state. Palestinians wanted a state in the West Bank and Gaza, East Jerusalem as their capital, freedom, dignity, and self-rule. This idea became known as the two-state solution. But occupation continued, settlements expanded. Land for a Palestinian state became more fragmented. Many Palestinians feel their dream is being taken piece by piece. Resistance and reality. Over the years, Palestinians resisted the occupation in different ways: protests, political movements, international appeals. But they faced military force, arrests, economic pressure. For many Palestinians, the struggle is not about politics. It is about living without fear, keeping their land, having basic human rights. Why 1967 still matters? The Six-Day War is not just history. It explains why Palestinians live under occupation, why borders are disputed, why peace is so hard to reach. Every checkpoint, settlement, and wall today traces back to 1967. Final thoughts. The Six-Day War gave Israel control, but it took Palestinians freedom. For Palestinians, this is not just about land. It is about identity, justice, and the right to live as equals. History matters, and understanding 1967 helps us understand why Palestinians continue to demand freedom, dignity, and a state of their own. Subscribe for more news and stay updated on the moves that actually matter in global affairs.